I farm in Champaign County and in Piatt County with my brother David and my son Casey. We're a 7,500 acre operation, and we have about 5 employees. We raise corn and soybeans, and a third of our corn is with seed production for Bayer. I got started, I worked at a seed company right out of college. My 2 uncles, Mark and Leo, had daughters, and so I'd come out after work and they would let me work in the fields with them, and then eventually they let me have the chance to come in to farm. My mom always wanted me to wear a suit and tie, and my 2 other brothers were farming with my dad, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to try it. And so I did, and they let me buy them out. And that's how I got my start. I can remember like it was yesterday. She was a sophomore, I was a junior, and she was walking in the cafeteria with her lunch plate, and it was like the movie went to slow motion, and her long blonde hair was bouncing on that. I think I would like to date her. Turns out I had to use some strategy. I ended up dating 2 of her best friends before I got to her.
He dated all of my friends first, and then he asked me to prom. Long story short, I did say yes because I did want to go out with him because he was a nice guy. And the rest is history. We dated all through college and then married. That's what started our life. And then 3 years later, we had Amy. Amy is our oldest, and her husband, Tony, 2 grandchildren, and then Lindy and her husband, Jacob, and then Ashley, her husband, Anthony, and their 4 children, and then our son, Casey and Maudie.
She's the one that's probably pushed me in the most leadership roles. She says, if you're gonna be the leader of our family, you can be leading other things. But she's also the one that's probably sacrificed the most. And so when we're trying to build a business when you're young, she doesn't complain about it, but she just sacrificed the most time for me when I was in my 30s and 40s trying to get to where I'm at today.
Steve is good at time management, and he really plans out every day. And I mean, he also has an insane ability to think about what's coming and plan ahead.
We're here every morning at 6:30 and talk about the day, but we all have our own special niches, and that's how it works the best. We get along really well. I have 5 siblings. I farmed with my 2 brothers, Ray and David, for 33 years. Still continue farming with my brother David. Since then, my son Casey has come in and my daughter Lindy has come into the operation. Anymore, I can't get out of the office. I'm mainly in the office most of the time. My daughter Lindy runs the payroll and takes care of all the invoicing and the billing. She's one that keeps us in line. Casey is stretched out pretty thin with the precision planting dealership, and my brother David handles all the spraying, all the trucking, and so it works as a team. My retired brother Ray, he loves doing what he does. He runs a combine, so it's just a great teamwork, and along with the employees, we'd have a blast. My leadership role started way back in 1992 when my Uncle Leo gave me his township supervisor position for Crittenden Township. Most people don't know where Crittenden's at, but that's where I learned that my FFA parliamentary procedure paid off, and so that was a blessing. I thought, wow, I get to use my FFA parliamentary procedure. And then I absorbed my dad's role at Premier Co-op, and I'm still on Premier Co-op Elevator Board today. But in 2018, I joined the Farm Credit Illinois Board. It was a very humbling experience because it was a lot of requirements and a lot of regulation, and so I learned a lot. So they send you through leadership programs, and I wish I could have done some of that 30 years ago. So I'm finding out I wish I was 30 years younger now with all the fun stuff in farming. The technology is amazing. And so I just, yeah, the aha moment was just that all those years of all those board experiences led up to my Farm Credit Board and how I learned there.
He didn't inherit, he's built and made everything that we have, honestly. He's very, very good at what he does, and I'm so proud of him and the hard work. He is a caring individual. He cares about who's on the farm. He cares about what's happening on the farm. He cares about people. You know, you have to use the talents that God gives you.
She challenged me to be a leader, and so from that challenge, I started taking on, her and I together, a youth group, the high school youth group. And so I learned more about my faith by teaching it. And I have a priest come to me today who was in that catechism class, and I said, well, at least I didn't mess you up. I hope I've led by example. I hope my legacy is a teacher to my kids, both in the ag world, both in the family, mostly family. Very humbling to be a master farmer. I remember when I was nominated, I thought, oh, am I that old? Quite honestly, I thought I'd won when I got the reference letters back from my peers, either on the board, my family, my brothers. It was great to be announced as a winner, but I had already won. And so I'm very honored, very humbled, and very appreciative to Prairie Farmer.